transition elements. In this topic, we will discuss the point that is extraction of metals. First, we have discussed that in nature there are many types of metals are present. Most of metals are found in the earth crust, and that metal found in the form of salts such as carbonates, such as sulfates, such as sulfides and oxides. The metals found in the earth crust are non-reactive, that are obtained in free state in the earth crust. For example, silver is the metal obtained in free state. Gold is the metal, platinum is the metal obtained in the earth crust in free state. Then, one important definition we have discussed, that is minerals. What is minerals? A naturally occurring substance found in the earth crust containing inorganic salts, solids, or as well as siliceous matter is called as minerals. We have discussed the definition again. What is minerals? Minerals means the naturally occurring substance found in the earth crust that containing the inorganic salts, solids and siliceous matter. There are different examples of minerals present in the natures. The next definition, that is ore. Ore is also one important term in the extraction concept of metals or extraction process of metals. Ore means it is also one substance, naturally occurring substance, in which mineral contain high percentage of the metals, from which metal can be extracted economically, is called as an ore. Again, we will discuss the definition, that is minerals which contain high percentage of metal, from which metal can be extracted economically, that is called as an ore. The difference between minerals and ore is that mineral is the naturally occurring substance in the earth crust. It contains salts, solids or siliceous matter. What is the difference between mineral and ore? Ore is also mineral, but ore contains the high percentage of mineral, and therefore the extraction of particular metal from the ore is economically profitable. Therefore, that substance is said to be ore, which having high percentage of mineral. These are the two definitions, mineral and ore. Then next point, that is the metallurgy. The metallurgy is the one important term used in the industrial chemistry. In industrial chemistry, there are different types of processes of extraction of different metals. Therefore, this metallurgy term is very important in industrial chemistry. Metallurgy means commercial extraction of metal from their ores is called as metallurgy. Commercial extraction means when we have taken one substance from the nature, from the substance present in impure form. That means there are many minerals, but some minerals are high percentage and other content are low percentage. Then we have separated the high percentage mineral or metal from the substance. That is called extraction. And this extraction, commercial extraction of metal from the ores, this process is called as metallurgy. That means commercial extraction of metal from their ores, their salts, is called as metallurgy. Metallurgy are three types. First, pyrometallurgy, second, hydrometallurgy, and third, electrometallurgy. First, we will discuss about the pyrometallurgy. The pyrometallurgy is the process after in the extraction. In this process, the ore is reduced to metal at high temperature using reducing agents as like carbon, as like hydrogen, as like aluminium, etc. That process is called pyrometallurgy. Again, we will discuss the definition. The process ore is reduced to metal. That means reduction. Ore is reduced to metal at high temperature using reducing agents like carbon, hydrogen, and aluminium. It's called as pyrometallurgy. This process is used for the extraction of different types of metals, as like aluminium, as like iron. Then, second, that is hydrometallurgy. Hydrometallurgy means it is also the extraction process in which extraction of metals from aqueous solution of their salts using reducing agents is called as hydrometallurgy. It is the process in which extraction of metals will be done from the aqueous solution of their salts by using suitable reducing agent. It is called as hydrometallurgy. This process is also important for extraction of different metals in industrial processes. Third, that is electrometallurgy. Electrometallurgy is a process in which metal is extracted by electrolytic reduction of molten metallic compound. It's called as electrometallurgy. That means the electrolytic reduction process occurs and then metal is extracted from that molten metallic compound is called as electrometallurgy. This process is also important in extraction of different types of metals. These are the three important types of metallurgy. That means overall, the 5 points is important. What is minerals, ores, and different type metallurgy and different types of metallurgy. The next point is steps involved in the process of extraction of metals. Suppose for explanation of extraction process, first ore is obtained from the mines. There are different types of mines produce different types of ores. When mining of ore from the earth crust, it's subjected to the concentration process. That means when ore is taken from the mine, then first step is the ore becomes concentrated. How do this concentration process occur? Now what is concentration process? Concentration process means the impurities turn as gangue are removed from the ore and the ore get concentrated. That means removal of impurities from the ore is called as concentration of ore. One term is gangue. Gangue means the impurities present in the ore in terms of sand, mud, and other unwanted material. It's called as gangue. Or another word is define gangue. sand, mud and other unwanted impurities remain mixed with the ore is called as gangue. And these gangue are separated from the ore becomes concentrated. This is the term concentration. Due to concentration of ore in extraction process, the impurities present in the ore are removed from the ore. This is the main principle of concentration. There are different methods of concentration of ore. The name of the different processes. Suppose washing is the one process for concentration of ore. Hydraulic classification, it is also one process for concentration of ore. Magnetic separation technique or process, and fourth, flotation process. These are two processes of the concentration or method of the concentration of ore. And which method are used for the concentration of ore? That select or depend upon nature of ore. That means the nature of ore as specified. Then choose the method for concentration of ore from this above method: washing, hydraulic classification, magnetic separation, and fourth, flotation. The iron is extracted from the ore. The type of ore is hematite type of ore. Because why hematite type of ore is used for extraction of iron? In hematite ore, the percentage of iron is high as compared to other components. First, we have discussed the composition of hematite ore. Hematite ore contains Fe2O3 plus SiO2 plus Al2O3 plus phosphates. That means main Fe2O3 is a major constituent, major percentage as compared to other SiO2, Al2O3 phosphates. But these percentage or composition shows that the other elements, other components also present with Fe2O3. Therefore, it is said to be gangue. That means ore with impurities. Ore consists of impurities. That is said to be gangue. Here, the hematite type of ore consists of this composition: Fe2O3, SiO2, Al2O3 plus phosphate. From this ore, we have extract the iron. The iron is extracted from this ore by its reduction using the reducing agent like coke and limestone. Suppose hematite is the one ore we have taken from the mine. First, the extraction done on the ore by using coke and limestone. That is essential. What happens? Carbon in limestone, when we have add the coke and limestone to the hematite ore for reduction, what happens? Carbon in limestone reduced to carbon monoxide. This is one conversion. Then carbon in limestone as well as carbon monoxide, these both are together reduce Fe2O3 to metallic iron. That means, again we will discuss this point. Suppose hematite ore will be taken. In that hematite ore, we have obtained first reduction. For reduction, we have used coke and limestone added to the hematite ore. The carbon in limestone first reduced to carbon monoxide, and carbon monoxide, that means coke is also considered carbon. carbon and this carbon monoxide together reduced to Fe2O3 to metallic ion. The limestone used in the reduction acts as a flux. Limestone acts as a flux. It combines with Ganju. These other impurities present in the amendment, that is called as Ganju. Limestone acts as a flux. These limestone combine with the Ganju material and form the molten slag in the extraction process of iron from hematite ore. The extraction of hematite ore involves the following steps. We have discussed one by one. That is actual extraction process of iron from hematite ore. Extraction of hematite ore from hematite ore. Extraction of hematite ore involves these steps. That means iron are extracted from hematite ore by the following steps. The first step is concentration of hematite ore or concentration of ore. Suppose ore is obtained from the mine. That ore are in not powder form. That suppose some powder form, some large granules or some other type of ore behavior of ore is present. This ore first turn to powder form and then concentration process occur to that ore. When the ore is converted to powder by hammering process, then that powder form ore washed with powerful current of water using hydraulic classifier. Suppose we have studied the behavior of hydraulic classifier. Suppose this is the one type of tank. This tank having one inlet at the bottom. Here, from this inlet, we have passed flow of water in the tank from the bottom in this tank. Then there is a one hooper at the above side on top of the tank. From the hooper, we have add powdered ore, powdered hematite ore add from the hooper. At the same time, the powerful current flow of water pass from the bottom into the tank. What happens? Water flow upward. And this material of powdered hematite ore comes from hooper in the tank. It mixes with the water. When it mixes with the water, there is a impurities or Ganju present in the powder form ore. The lighter impurity are float on the surface of water tank or surface of water. And that lighter impurities float on the surface, remove from the top of the tank outside. And when the lighter impurities remove, the percentage of impurity in the powder ore is reduced. That means ore is concentrated. Or lighter Ganju particles are separated from the powder ore. That means ore becomes concentrated, and that concentrated ore collects at the bottom of the tank, and that are separated. These are the concentration procedure for extraction of iron from hematite ore. The next process or steps for extraction of iron from hematite ore is rusting. It is very important. When the ore are concentrated in the first step, first process, the concentrated ore are heated in current air. And what happens when it heated in the current air? There is a sulfur and arsenic like impurities if present in the ore or present in the hematite ore, because it is composition, there is a sulfur is present. There sometimes arsenic like impurities are present in the composition of hematite ore. That impurities are present in the ore when it heated, this ore is heated. What happens? That impurity gets converted into their oxides. That means sulfur to sulfur dioxides or arsenic to arsenic trioxides. That means these sulfur and arsenic like impurities are converted to their oxides when ore are heated in the current of air. Here, this process will be done. Escape these are impurities converted to oxides. Escape as a vapor form. The reaction will be occurring in the ore is ferrous oxide plus air. It forms Fe2O3. This is the rusting of hematite ore process. The roasted ore, that means Fe2O3, that convert to lump form, lumps. Lumps means the large like granule of ore by sintering process. By sintering process, the rusted ore convert to lumps. We have discussed the third step of extraction of hematite iron from hematite ore. That is a reduction, or it is said to be smelting. This is a very important step in extraction of iron from hematite ore. The reduction or smelting process is occurring only blast furnace. This is the two diagrams of blast furnace. That means smelting or reduction process occur only in blast furnace. The nature of blast furnace is cylindrical steel tower like, and the furnace are lined with refractory bricks. That means the nature of blast furnace is as like a tower, cylindrical steel type of tower, and this cylindrical tower are lined up with refractory bricks. Why use this lined with refractory bricks? For increase the temperature of the furnace. Furnace consists up to highest temperature 2000 degrees Celsius. Therefore, refractory bricks is essential for store the temperature or generate the temperature. The height of that blast furnace is 25 meter, and diameter of the furnace is 5 and 10 meter. That means in middle part the diameter is greater. In the upper or down part the diameter is shorter. Therefore, it is 5 and 10 meter, 2 values. The furnace work on the counter current principle. The furnace consists the charge of ore comes down. At the same time, the gases move upward direction in the towers at the time of working of furnace. These are furnace, that is blast furnace, divided or consists 3 parts. First, that is hearth, second, that is wash, and third, that is stack. This is the bottom part, that is said to be hearth. This is the one part. The middle part is wash, and upper part or top furnace are divided into 1, 2 and 3 parts. When extraction done, reduction process will be occur in the furnace. What happens? First, the ore, that is the charged material, that is said to be burden charging, that induced in the furnace at the top side, and that induced in the furnace at the top side by using cup and cone. Introduced from here, that is the upper part, that is burden charging. The ore material is charged in the furnace by cup and cone. This is the cup and cone behavior or structure of furnace. Here, what is the role of cup and cone? The cup is the one part and cone is the one part that shows the uniform distribution of charge material into the furnace. That is, the ore are uniformly charged in the furnace occur by cup and cone. Their cup also shows one function, that is to prevent the loss of gases from the furnace. This is the function of cup and cone and charged material introduced in the furnace by cup and cone. Then the pre-heated air introduced in the furnace below the wash part. This is the wash part, middle part. Below the wash part there is a tuers, and here in tuers the hot blast air introduced, and that hot blast air introduced in the furnace by tuers that increase the temperature of furnace or increase the temperature of total furnace. The charged material, that means ore, and hot air, that means preheated air, comes in contact with each other in the furnace, and various or different types of reaction occur in the furnace. The working of furnace, again we have discussed that. The charged material, charged means the impure ore. That impure ore, that means concentrated ore, that charged on the top by using cup and cone in the furnace. That charged material comes down. Simultaneously, at the same time, the hot blast air, that is preheated air, pass into the furnace by using tuers below the wash, and these hot air come contact with charged material. When hot air and charged material come contact one another, there is a different reactions are done or various reactions occurs. That discussed one by one. In blast furnace, there is a different types of reactions taken when hot air come with the contact of charging material in the ore. The different chemical reaction. First is zone of combustion. That means in combustion zone the chemical reaction will takes place. That is said to be zone of combustion. In the zone of combustion, the combustion of coke with air takes place. That means coke react with air. Suppose hot air pass through the tears that comes in the fluence. At that time, charging material, charge load comes in down the direction. Hot air upward direction comes together. It forms hot air react with coke. Where is coke? Coke is present in the charged material because at the time of charging, ore plus coke plus limestone are mixed and then charged in the fluence. This coke in the charged material react with the hot air. That coke contains the carbon, air contains the oxygen. That react it forms carbon monoxide. This is the exothermic type of reaction. It is the red. Then some carbon monoxide is formed here that dissociate to form divided carbon. These are the two reactions occurring in the combustion zone. That is twice CO plus twice C plus O2. That twice C is the carbon. Carbon monoxide are dissociate. It forms carbon plus oxygen. The hot gas reach carbon monoxide rise upward. Here carbon monoxide rise upward. At that time, hot gas comes in contact, it forms carbon monoxide and